In this video, we'll discuss the third step in the student learning objective process. Setting student learning objectives is one part of Indiana's new teacher evaluation program called RISE. Student learning objectives are learning goals a teacher sets for students. They are based on students' level of preparation for the class, and they use assessments to measure progress. Step 3 in the student learning objectives process is to set student learning objectives. It should ideally be completed in September or October, along with the setting of student starting points. By this point, a quality assessment should have been selected, and the content mastery standard for that assessment should have been set. Student starting points should have also been set. Based on the starting points of students in the course, the teacher will set goals for student performance on the assessment chosen for the course. How well the students reach the goals set in this step will determine how well the teacher scores on the student learning objectives section of his or her teacher evaluation. For a teacher to be rated highly effective for the class student learning objective, all students in the high and medium levels of preparedness and most students in the low level must achieve content mastery. For a teacher to be rated effective, all students in the high level, almost all students in the medium level, and many students in the low level must achieve content mastery. To be rated improvement necessary, most students in the high and medium levels of preparedness and a few students in the low level must achieve content mastery. And to be rated ineffective, few or no students achieve content mastery at all. Teachers should complete the class objective setting form. That form is available in the Student Learning Objectives Handbook on the Indiana RISE website and at Rise Above Online, the website where this video was created. The class objective setting form should be presented when the teacher meets with an evaluator for an initial conference about student learning objectives. In addition to the class objective, the teacher should also develop a targeted student learning objective. The targeted student learning objective is a growth or achievement goal for a specific group of students that need, as the Department of Education states, our most and best instruction. Often this group of students consists of those in the low level of preparedness. However, if a class has no students with a low level of preparedness, a different group can be selected, such as students with a high level of preparedness. The targeted student learning objective identifies a specific group of students, but it can also identify a specific group of standards necessary for the success of that student group. Teachers can select key standards that will help the targeted student group thrive. It's a way to highlight a group of students whose needs might be underserved otherwise. Because those students' needs are different, teachers must also find a different method of assessing those unique needs. A new assessment in addition to the assessment chosen at the beginning of the student learning objective process can be used. But there are other options for assessing the objective set for the targeted student group. Students can be assessed using the same assessment as the class objective, but focusing on specific key sections. Basically, any assessment that measures the progress of the targeted student group's progress on the objective can be used, provided that it's approved by the evaluator. The Department of Education points out that the targeted objective should be challenging, but not too far out of reach. A tiered goal, where a certain number of students reach one goal while a certain number of students reach a different goal, may be more doable. Teachers should complete the targeted objective setting form. That form is available on the Student Learning Objectives Handbook on the Indiana RISE website and at Rise Above Online, again where this video was created. The targeted objective setting form should also be presented when the teacher meets with the evaluator for an initial conference about student learning objectives. The teacher evaluation section dealing with the targeted objective isn't based on concrete numbers as much as the class objective. Therefore, professional judgment is required in determining whether a teacher is highly effective, improvement necessary, or ineffective. The criteria for the targeted objective are: highly effective teachers surpass expectations and/or demonstrate outstanding impact on student learning. Effective teachers meet expectations and/or demonstrate considerable impact on student learning. Improvement necessary teachers do not fully meet expectations, but still demonstrate some impact on student learning. And ineffective teachers do not meet expectations and demonstrate insufficient impact on student learning. After learning objectives are set, step 3 in the student learning objective process is complete. Teachers should have an initial conference with their evaluators to discuss several points about the first 3 steps by September or October. In that conference, they should discuss student starting points with supporting evidence, the class objective and targeted objective, and the needs of students with low levels of preparedness. The next step is step 4, a mid-course check-in. This step is optional and allows the teacher and evaluator to communicate before the final evaluation conference. This step should ideally be completed in January or February.